It's a dope move by Snoop.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jace Dogs. And of course, I'm joined by Big Game James, and you're watching Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatics and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports, everything else around it. I've already introduced ourselves. Yo, let me go ahead and say, what up, Big Game?
Hey, Stocks, what's happening, man? Welcome back. A little 2-week hiatus, and it always feels good to be back in the saddle and chopping it up with my man, the Buff Nerd. So, man, welcome.
For sure, yo. Always good. Take a little time. Yeah, take a little time. See the folks. Get away from things. So, but it's always good to be back in the saddle again. Of course, want to make sure that you do a little housekeeping here. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, loved ones, and frenemies, because without haters, hey, we don't progress. Also, you can catch us on your favorite podcast platform, Apple, Spotify, TikTok, all them other places, that do the stuff for the stuff, the things. So, Tiki-taki, ain't that what it is? Tiki-taki?
It's something like that, bro.
We love it all. We just appreciate y'all coming in and joining with us. Man, it's a good time for sports, I think. It's a great time right now for sports, right?
Yes, I agree. I totally agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? You got football is back. Hallelujah. You got the Olympics going on, the greatest athletes in the world competing in sports.
Some. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, you're jumping the gun. You're jumping the gun there, brother.
Well, you said haters, so I kind of just.
That's true. That's true. We need them.
Gave him a little hate jab. You know how I do.
A little hate jab, but definitely some of those the greatest athletes in sports that you've never heard of, nor would you ever participate in. I'm talking to you, ribbon people. I'm talking to you. But yeah, I love it.
Careful.
It's a ribbon, bro. They twirl around with a ribbon in this Olympic sport. So
Why are you?
I'm very excited about that.
Why are you hating on the ribbon people, man? It still takes some talent. You think you can get out there with a ribbon?
Yes. The only thing is, you wouldn't want to see me in a unitard.
Damn. Facts. That's big facts, bro. Definitely. Wants to see no part of the Buff Nerds.
They don't. Hey, look.
At all.
You try to fit all that, you're gonna have to get a big unitard. That's a lot of material. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Father God.
It's good to be back, man. Good to see you, bro.
Boy, if this is how we starting, I can only imagine what it's about to look like.
Yes. Say, you know what? Man, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's get into them 4 Down.
It's time for the 4 Downs. That's right, the hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 Downs.
That's right. This is 4 Downs. This is where we, BGSB Sports Buzz, we get to talk about the things that are going on that are important to us that we see. Look, let's just jump right into it. Right now, the Olympics are going on. As I stated before, some of the, best athletes who train for 4 years for 9 seconds, which is crazy to me.
Crazy.
Yeah, we can kind of talk about that, but they are now competing in Paris, France. I told you how to speak French, right? If you ever wanted to go.
You said something about ooh at the end. Some you said.
No, you put hon at the end. You gotta have attitude.
Oh,
but if you put hon at the end, you are stupid. Hon. That's it. That's French. I'm just saying, well, that's the 2 cents. And
yeah, let's put your 2 cents on that right there. It's all good. Right?
But hey, let's talk about some of the biggest stories that you've seen or that are going on thus far in these 2024 Summer Olympics.
Man, okay. I usually always get excited for track and field and then basketball, of course, right?
Right.
But dog, a couple events that I've been kind of honed in on. Shout out to the U.S. women's rugby team winning a bronze medal, and they haven't medaled in that sport since over 20-some years, some crazy.
Let's just say ever.
Okay,
Let's
just
say ever.
That sounds even better. So big shout out there, right? To the women's rugby team. Real cool.
Yeah.
Liking that. Man, my son and I were really like peeping and watching handball the other day. Like
handball's dope.
Physicality, checking people, knocking each other. Man, it was cool. So I'm a big fan of that. Some of the takeaways, man, and I know you're gonna talk about it later. I don't really want to jump the gun, but it's just that we're in an election year. And it's amazing to me how patriotic people can get during the election. I mean, during the Olympics. And once it's over, it's like it goes back to everybody hates each other again and shit. It like drives me. It's wild. So one of the cool takeaways for me in the Olympics is the camaraderie and the unity of people in the country. And when you look over there and you see people hugging and everything else, and it helps you. Then it brings you together with other people. Like my wife will sit down and watch women's gymnastics, and it's a cool thing to do. So shout out to Team USA women's overall goal. Goal for the all around or whatever it was competition. It's just cool and fun to watch, man. So it's just been stuff like that. And then Jay, help me understand, because you're the buff nerd, and I'm sure you're probably we're better in geography than I am. Yeah. Is Fiji really the closest place they could have the surfing competition in the Olympics to Paris?
No, it's not. But it's kind of cool that they are showing the Pacific Islander love. But no, there's definitely places they could have done it. Right off the coast of France, but.
Although they couldn't swim in the English Channel, that shit was all dirty and nasty.
In the Thames. Oh yeah. That's a no-go. And I'm glad somebody put a kibosh on that, because it's gross. Okay, they had the plague, people, the plague, and it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago when they had the bubonic plague going on there. Man. So
we weren't born. I wasn't born. You may have been born.
Okay, debatable. Look, for me, definitely Simone Biles is a big takeaway for me. So I watched her. I'm a big documentary person. I love to learn, and so she has one called Simone Rising.
Yeah, the one on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
So is it worth watching?
It's worth a watch, man. Okay. It's definitely worth a watch, because it talks about her growing up, and then 2020 Tokyo, and basically, her pulling out and mental health, and getting the twisties, and just all of that went down, and how she had to really deal with that. You don't realize how much they're on camera and how much their lives are put out there, right? So yeah, it was very interesting, and NASA and all of that, right? NASA, Dr. Nasser. So yeah, man, it's a good watch. You should definitely watch that. I believe there's 2 episodes out right now, so it's definitely a good watch. But she's one of them. We'll talk about it later, man. But look, I'm gonna talk about this right now. I don't understand how we invented 3-on-3 basketball. We getting bounced. We getting bounced. Like we have a league here. Like we got a league. But we getting bounced.
We have several. We got the Big Three, which is a league for old heads. Then we got the world's biggest 3-on-3 tournament that takes place all the time in the United States.
Yeah.
And Jay, this was enough, and I didn't talk about it with early on because I knew you were going to talk about how shitty Team USA is in 3-on-3. Dude, the first I feel is this the first time they had 3-on-3 basketball?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was like totally blown away when I saw it the other night.
Yeah.
No, they make a basket, you get to make it, you kick it out, and you just keep going. Like it don't stop.
They call it make it take it.
Hey, it's entertaining as hell, but you have not lied. If somebody at work today said, where the hell did they get the 3-on-3 teams? Like, how can you have pros play in regular basketball?
Yeah.
And the best player you could get was the guy from BYU that didn't pan out in the NBA, Jimmer
Fredette. And you got Rick Barry's son. Like for real, that's who you got? Rick Barry's son? When was the last time that dude played ball?
I don't know, but we getting taken to every time I look, man. Poland took us to the woodshed last night. The first game, Serbia. Dog, it's all and shout out to Serbia. I see why the Joker's so damn good. Them boys, they ball in 3-on-3 and they ball over on the 5-on-5. They are hooping.
They come to play. They come to play.
Serbia ain't no joke.
And see, I think this is what I think, man. I think, because this is what I've also heard in my groups is, well, why didn't they get teams from the Big Three? Oh, they old. They has-beens. They washed up. Let me tell you something, man. I would rather put Katina Mobley and Stoudemire.
Not Katina Mobley. Bruh.
And somebody else, anybody else on this 3-on-3 team than Jimmer Fredette and Rick Barry's son. Like, dude,
you know what's bad when you just address the boy as Rick Barry's son? You don't even give him a name. What's his name?
I don't know. Rick Barry's son. That's his name. I don't know. What up, Grandizer? Yo, I will not fire the cannons. I will leave that to Big Game. But good to see you, man. Hey, what do you think about this 3-on-3 team in this basketball and this Olympics? That's ridiculous. That don't even make sense to me.
Hey, Grandizer, we're gonna talk about that cannon firing because the Buccaneers made a big move today.
Oh boy. And then finally, my last that's all right. He still got quarterback issues. My final take is breakdancing. I'm excited to see breakdancing tomorrow in the Olympics. It's the first time that we're gonna see it, and so I just hope we medal.
Are you excited about the flag football? I guess that's one thing I'm looking forward to. I hadn't seen that. I've seen it yet.
I am kind of excited. I've been doing like 8-year-old flag football this whole year. So no, I really don't.
I know, but I mean,
but I'm excited. Yeah,
breakdancing though, for real though. That's what you're excited about, breakdancing,
bro. Look, listen, man. I am. What up, Sean? What's good?
What up, Stickman Simp?
Listen, this is why I'm excited about breakdancing. Okay, I'm excited about breakdancing because I was a B kid. I was a B-boy back in the day. used to that was hey. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just because they were doing the Charleston, hey, they call it what they break that. No, they don't. And breakdance is very, very popular, Grandizer, so don't do that. Just because you were doing the Charleston when you was growing up, don't put me in that same category, bro.
Say, bro, don't.
What's up?
Don't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I love breakdancing. I wasn't a very good breakdancer. I was the big kid who held the radio when everybody else was about to get down. I had the boombox with the handles, and I stood there very cool with my Adidas on. But since you know we not to get too far off subject, I'm gonna see how much of a true break dancer you are.
What's up?
Breaking or Beat Street?
Breaking, bro. Breaking.
Beat Street all day.
Breaking. Beat Street is dope. But if I had to choose, if we're doing this, you know, they were doing it in the 90s. They actually do it a lot now. And Japan is actually
and Grandizer, that's why he likes the shit, because you know he's into anime and stuff. And I don't mean
the Germans are gonna have a good team as well. So
yeah,
we used to have a cardboard.
Hey, we would go in Savannah. We would go out to Port Wentworth, try to get out to Port Wentworth, or the old factory where they had like all the damn refrigerator boxes compressed after they pick them up from people. We cut the wire off and steal them big ass boxes and bring them back to the park and lay them down so you could break dance on that cardboard, bro. Nothing like it, man.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Look, that's gonna bring you back. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm having a watch party at the house for the breaking, and it's gonna be great. Just like that. Right there.
Did you say watch party?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make everybody wear parachute pants and one glove too?
No, not the one glove. Maybe some knee pads, but not the one glove.
That's when you break that move out. You spin on your hand, dog. You had to have that glove on. All right, man.
And you put the cap on.
Yeah, but really, I'm glad you're looking forward to something beyond different, and that sounds about right with you. I'm looking forward to Shakara Richardson though too. I really think that she's out for redemption. She's put in all kind of work. She got a bad rap for a little bit of weed back in 2020, man.
Bro, she's this season.
And I'm excited to see her run. I believe she's gonna come out with super purpose, man. So this
and Lyles, I can't wait to see Lyles. You know, he's been talking mad stuff. What like that anime? Stop it, Ego face. Nah, when it goes through that, no, those are not facts, Grandizer. We're not gonna be friends, man. You keep talking like this. We're not gonna do it. We say no one in Japan is doing that breakdance. If they did do that, they are doing it now. That's what you know.
Yeah, that's what he meant, though, Grandizer. He didn't mean the 80s, because in the 80s they were still doing math and arithmetic.
Damn. These views are not expressed by Big Game, but not.
Oh, damn.
BGSC Network. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Grandizer, if that was the case, that is not true, sir. One person did it, and now it's an Olympic event. I guess it's how we got ribbons, right? And the ball exercise,
but that was always a part of gymnastics. Breakdancing is not random by itself.
A ball is not a part of gymnastics.
No. The ribbon swirling is part of the floor exercise.
Never been a part of gymnastics. That is never.
Don't they dress? Don't they have the same uniforms as a girl on the gym team? The gymnastics team?
That's all it takes? Is that all it takes?
Shit, they're a team.
Because guess what? Walking is an Olympic event as well. So you need to stop, bro. Speed walking is an Olympic event.
Yeah, but not okay.
No,
yeah. They do that old man walking at the mall shit. I know you.
No, they don't. No, they.
God, I can't stand this guy right now. All right, man, move on, bro.
Let's get to the second town. NFL, like we said, is back. Yes, the Bears and the Texans people that are trying to make the team are playing tonight on Thursday night. The Mad Walker, that's funny. Before break that's made it. And of course, this brings on the Hall of Fame class. So this year's Hall of Fame class: Dwight Freeney,
My old teammate,
Randy Grandisher, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Steve Mongo McMichael, and Julius Peppers. So, what do you think overall? What do you think of this class?
Everybody that got in is deserving of getting in.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, it's always like, I hate that Steve McMichael had to wait this long to get in, because like you see the state he's in now, and that's the thing with football and what it does to you. And we know it's a gladiator sport, and we know the risk we run with playing this game, and we know, but at the same time, I mean, he damn look like he's in the vegetative state, man. When I saw them celebrating him, his Bears teammates celebrating him. But hey man, I'll say this. And I don't
Patrick Willis. I'm sorry, and Patrick Willis too.
Yeah, and Patrick Willis hell of a lot. Hey man, I don't like the name drop a lot, but having a chance to be in Indianapolis when Dwight Freeney was a rookie, one, the size. Dwight Freeney's size, and for him to play the defensive end position at the level he did in the NFL was straight up amazing. When I say speed and get off, ridiculous, strong as an ox, but was built more like a linebacker, but could get down in that stance and he would hit you with that spin move. And Free's just a good dude, man, just an all-around good dude, and I'm very happy for him. And Julius Peppers, man, to where a lot of people didn't want to hold him in high regard when he first, said that he was going to the NFL, because, he was a basketball player in North Carolina as well. But to see what he was able to do his time at Carolina, man, and how he played the game, I got mad respect for his game as well. And he was a freak on the football field, man. I don't ever say I like to discredit or argue with guys that get into the Hall of Fame. Sometimes I think some should go in sooner than others, but at the same time, man, they got the list right.
Look, I Grandizer, I agree with you. Steve Smith should be in there, but I also will advocate for my guy Darren Woodson. It's been far too long, too many years, too many people that have gone in before him who should be in the Hall of Fame. Darren Woodson, look, no slight to Devin Hester, but Devin Hester's a special teams dude. That's what he does. That's what he did. Okay. And so I look at Darren Woodson. Yes, I am Cowboy biased. But I'm looking at what he's done, how he affected the game, what he was able to do, the championships that he won, how he again impacted the game. Dude, absolutely. I think he should be there before Devin Hester.
This is a good one, man. And first and foremost, let me say this: Grandizer, Richmond Webb was a hell of a player, and he's a Texas boy from Texas A&M. Played forever with the Dolphins. One of the coolest people, man. Like, you can reach out to Richmond Webb right now, and he will always reach back out to you. I mean, he's a genuine good guy. I've had just a couple of conversations with him, mainly on social media, just to ask him some questions. But just tell him that, when I was a kid, like in high school, man, he was one of the offensive tackles that I was like, dude, one day if I get a chance to play against this guy, it's gonna be amazing. But he's not in, and he should be. There are a handful of group of guys, former NFL players, that are getting together to form their own Hall of Fame. And one of my old teammates, Chidi Ahanatu, Terrell Owens. It's God. I don't want to mess it up right now, but they're working with Lee Steinbrenner, one of the most well-known agents in sports. Put some stuff together, and I cannot remember the name of it right now, but I will find that out. I'll drop. Matter of fact, I'm gonna holler at them, man. Maybe I'll do a little video on it. But that's why a lot of guys do argue about who's in, who gets say, who shouldn't get say in it, and that players need to have their own voting. And I agree with that to an extent, but we see what happens sometimes when when the Pro Bowl voting went on a long time ago. Sometimes players got out of hand with some of the voting or just voting people in. Now, but when it comes to the Hall, I do believe that players should have a little bit more of a voice, and there's got to be another way of getting it done. But I'm still not gonna be mad with this class. Overall, yeah, Jay, we can go back forever, and then we can always find a bunch of people that we think should be in or should have gotten in sooner than other people. I think that's always gonna happen. Is it perfect? No.
Yeah.
This class here, I'm okay with.
Yeah. Hey, here's a question. Do you think that, and I just, kind of came to Roman Gabriel, former Rams QB. I don't know about that, man. For I think he won MVP 1 year and not in the Hall of Fame. That might be it. Torrey Holt. Hey, that's a name right there. That's a name. Appreciate you coming in, Aaron. Yeah. Do you think fans should vote? And and I'll say it, and I'll preface it with this, and I'll follow it with this. Do you think it should be more like all-star voting, where you have writers, coaches, players, and fans, and they have weighted, and now it's weighted, so it ain't just like a 20%, 20%, but everybody gets a vote or percentage of a vote for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you wanted to be like the Electoral College.
I mean,
something may have to give, man. This is my whole thing. Only a small percent of people will ever be able to say that they played in the NFL, and even smaller percentage will be able to say that they were good enough to garner a gold jacket and be in the Hall of Fame, right?
I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know what the right way is, Jay.
Yeah.
It's always going to be hard, and then if you give fans more of a vote, then you're going to have other people say, well, they only got in because they got X amount of fans, or all the Cowboys getting, or Darren Woodson ain't in because the NFL hate Jerry Jones. I don't know. I can't say that. We got other Cowboys in. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Why?
And
is he in? I mean, I feel you, bro. It's something's got to get.
But that's what I'm saying. It can't just be all one-sided to me right now, because the writers are the main ones that are putting these people in. So if you're mean to the media, they don't like you, then yeah, man, that's my sentiment. That's my feeling. I'll look them up, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna look at this question. I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna move on.
Wow.
Tony Romo Hall of Fame or not? Here's the problem with this.
No.
Here's the problem with this question. If you were to close your eyes, or if you were to remove the name and look purely at stats, he's a Hall of Famer. If you were to just look at stats year to year, he's a Hall of Famer. But here's the problem with this. He didn't win.
Numbers are so misleading in the NFL.
Man. Yeah, I agree. I don't believe he is. But here's what I will believe. I do believe he will make it. He will get into the Hall of Fame. Media loves him. He's already in the Ring of Honor. It's just a matter of time before he makes the Hall of Fame. He may not be first ballot, but he will be in the Hall of Fame.
He's not first ballot. He's already been out the league more than 5 years.
I mean, when he comes up, he ain't been up.
Well, yeah, you have to get voted on to get up for voting.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get up. No, that's why he won't. First ballot means you get nominated and put up after those first 5 years of you being out of the league. Okay. That's first ballot.
All right. Okay.
Hey, man, to hell with Tony Romo. Don't all that. Got me cussing on here, Grandizer. Hear that nonsense?
That don't take much. Yeah, it don't take much. Hey, let's get into third down. Keeping with the NFL. Which NFL team are you most excited to watch during preseason?
Really?
Yeah. Not the regular season. That's too far. Preseason. Like you said, hey, I really want to see them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but it would be my team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think preseason is a time to...
That's biased, bro.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be excited to see anybody else play.
Ooh. Ooh, don't answer that. Is there a player you play with on your Bucks team that should be considered Hall of Fame that is not? Well, I guess you could. I mean, sure, you can talk.
I could talk on that, and it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think Simeon Rice should probably get a little bit more conversation than he does for Hall of Fame goes.
I agree with that. You know, teams is practice, but you still want to watch it.
Yeah, no doubt. But my whole thing is, you said what NFL team you're excited to see in the preseason.
Yeah,
and realistically,
would be.
I'm not excited to see anybody in the preseason that's not the Buccaneers, bro. Just that's the God honest, and that's not being biased because one, where I'm at in Texas, I'm gonna get overwhelmed with Cowgirls stuff, and then now with the Texans, right?
That? Is that what we're doing?
That didn't come out right. I'm sorry. That was wrong of me. Sorry. No, sorry. All right. I'll rewind this. I get inundated so much with the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans and so much other stuff to where in the preseason, I would really like to look up and see a little bit more of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, kind of get a gauge of what people are looking like, what camp battles are doing, and then just excited overall for the season. I see you act like you froze because you don't like my answer. It's okay.
No, I'm not froze. I
know you're not froze. You're just
the Bears. You're just not like the Bears. You know,
Caleb Williams not playing. DJ Moore just got paid. We understand that. Caleb Williams not playing. Somebody else not. Keenan Allen's not playing. Who the hell I want to look and see? They got a quarterback named Brett Rippon in the game right now. I want to see Brett Rippon play.
That's Mark Rippon's son. Look. All I'm saying
I'm just saying that you feel excited.
All I'm saying is, yeah, because eventually he will have to play. I believe he will play in preseason. They got to get some reps in. So yeah, for me, Chicago Bears. I want to see what he looks like. What the kid looks like.
I admire that about you, Jay, for telling the truth.
I want to see Atlanta play because I think they'll have Penix out there. So I want to see what he looks like. I don't know why you're making this face.
No, that was no face of Michael Penix. I get it. I get what you're saying. I think a better question would have been, what players are you excited to see more so than team?
Well, the team and the players. The players are the teams.
All right, man. That's my apologies. It's been 2 weeks. Maybe Big Game's a little rusty right now. I apologize.
Man, let's go to fourth down. Because you, man, whatever. Let's go to fourth down.
At least I like the hat you got on.
Let's go. So recently, the Hard Knocks franchise has not only just been for preseason and whatnot, but it's moved to in season, and now they have a new one for postseason. And the New York Football Giants have been featured for this particular one, and it's been great because you get to see how much of a dumpster fire they are. My question for you is, would you want to be, or would you want your team while you were playing to be featured on Hard Knocks?
I have two answers to this, like I told you in the pre-show.
Yeah.
Pre-production. Yes, as a player. Because I just think, especially nowadays, it helps so much with your branding, and they always about brand and doing other things. I think it can really put a spotlight on it. And I think putting yourself on camera like that, not putting yourself, but being under the microscope, kind of quote unquote, I think it makes you accelerate to be a better player. I think it makes not accelerate, excel. Like I think you have to really step your game up because now you know everyone is watching. And I know most athletes always compete, but there's something about when eyes are on you and you're competing against other people. I think you step it up and take it to a whole entirely another level. So I think that being on Hard Knocks from a player can actually be a good thing if it helps you raise and elevate your game. If you go out there and get exposed, it's all good. It's all bad. All bad. Because guess what? Everybody see it. Because every other team is watching.
Yep.
Every NFL fan is watching. Other coaches are watching. GMs are watching. So you have got to go out and get it done if you're going to be on a stage that big where everyone can sit back and critique you.
Yeah. No, that's a good point, man. Like I said, I'm watching it, and it's real that you talk about the brand because there was one particular player, and I can't remember his name, but he talked about, they were talking about having a charcuterie board. Well, he called it a coochie board. And he said, "Oh yeah, I get one of them coochie boards." What?
How did he get coochie at a charcuterie?
Hey, I think he was an Alabama player. So anyway, what happened was big shots. Let's go, SEC. What happened was from there, they started making T-shirts. About, hey, do you have a coochie board? Or I want a coochie board. And it blows up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely can help your brand, help you put you out there, help people to see you in a different light, but help you like, oh, okay, who's this dude? He's more interesting. So yeah, I agree with you on that from that perspective. I think from a fan's perspective, you want to see it, but you don't want to see it because, I remember when they, obviously when they did the Cowboys and they were talking about Zeke and whatnot, and it was just their relationship, Zeke and Dak, and how they were, and there are players that you're like, oh, why don't they feature this person more in the offense? Why don't they do this and why don't they do that? And I think there are times when you're looking at the coaches and the staff, and you're like, that just seems real fake. That just doesn't seem what it is.
I think some things can get done for the camera, but there's also some things you see where they get to working and they forget the camera's on, and you get to hear some things that they wouldn't. As a general manager and a coach, I don't think I would be a fan of it.
Yeah.
Just because there's still a lot that you want to keep away from everyone else. Although sometimes
your strategy and your
and how you really do things, and even not just coaching strategy, but the strategy of how you get together in your war room to start putting people together, and it's different things that you wouldn't want to do. Like I said, as a player, I think it's great. As a front office person, I wouldn't want nobody nowhere around my stuff at all. Because I know a lot of like your boy Bill Parcells. Parcells wasn't one for the cameras and the media and stuff being around. He wanted to be all about business and football. Yet there was things that he had to do, especially being in New York, where you in the media mecca of the world.
Yeah, and Dallas here, it's all about entertainment at that point. It's definitely about entertainment, and I told you that's to me, that's where sports is now, and it doesn't matter which professional sports we're talking about. It is about the entertainment value that you bring for the consumer, because now we know we got the hardcore, we want to get the casual.
And you called it a long time ago, Jay. It is now sports entertainment. It is no longer just about the game. It is about the entertainment of sport, for sure.
Absolutely. You know what, man? You know what that makes me say, right?
I know exactly what it makes you say, and this computer gonna make me say the same damn thing.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is a segment where we look at things that happen throughout sports, and it makes us say, oh, hell no. Look, man, you want to go first? You want me to go first? I was asking.
Hey, man, it's like you just drew a blank real fast. Hey, man, I will go first because this here just damn. All right, so we talk about the Olympics is going on right now.
Yeah.
And love seeing all the sports, even love seeing some of the other countries. I forgot to give a big shout. I forgot to give a big shout out to women's synchronized diving also. I'm saying Cook Bacon, them two girls got out there for the US. Anyway. So Algerian boxer Iman Khalif defeated Angela Carini of Italy in 46 seconds in boxing. You might be like, okay, big game, what's the big deal? Well, the Algerian boxer Iman Khalif used to pee standing up. That's right, transgender. Iman Khalif is a man, and Angela Carini was crying in the press conference and said she was going to protest for being hit that hard. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'd never been hit that hard before in my life. Come to find out she's never been hit that hard before because she got hit by a man. Call it what it is. Person that might identify as a woman, that's cool, whatever. But you ain't got no room in the boxing ring with a woman throwing them. Hey, 46. Hey, man, she said she cried, said, stop. That's it. I ain't never been hit this hard before.
She put her hand up, said, hey, it's over. Come on. Take this off. That's a man, baby.
That's Joanna man that went to boxing.
Oh Lord.
that's big game's old hell to the no. Like,
ooh, man.
Olympic committee, you got to get something done. You got the Paralympics. Maybe you need to have the transgender Olympics.
I've said put them in their own category. Give them their own category, right? If you tested XY, which is why they were banned in 2023, right, by the IBA, the International Boxing Association, were banned by them because they tested for XY chromosome, which means they were a male at some point in their life. And now you got the Olympics, the IOC talking about, whoa, we're really just ashamed of people and we want to support. Man, hey, that girl was crying. 46 seconds, man. 46 seconds. Stand with the Olympics. Listen, French people, thank you for the fries. Thank you for Hennessy. I appreciate you for that. Hey, but y'all need to stop. Why are you booing Joel Embiid? Why are you booing Joel Embiid? Because he didn't want to play for your funky team? He wanted to be with the winners? Listen, man. Joel Embiid was not born in France. Let's get that straight. That's number one. He's from Cameroon. He's from Cameroon. Number two, his parents are not French. Therefore, he ain't French. Number three, he's an American citizen. He has a U.S. citizen. He has a U.S. passport, just like he has one for France. But he's never lived in France. Get over it. He don't want to play for your team. Y'all gonna get second. Y'all get silver. Cool for you. Whatever. And they booed him every time he touched the ball. They booed him every time he got on the court. They booed him in pregame. They booed him when he just got up and clapped. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop it. So have your women shave their pits, okay? And and stop being this way.
We gonna get canceled tonight. We gonna get So let me make sure I understand this correctly, Jay.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate the amount of times that he was booed.
As the Olympics filled with questions and conscience.
Granddad, the Olympics, like I said, there's a lot going on with the Olympics I love. One of my old hell no's was going to be Snoop Dogg and how he's stealing the show and just making it where the Olympics is a blast watching. Snoop,
oh, yeah.
Did you see Snoop swimming with Michael Phelps?
Let me tell you something, man. Snoop has been doing this for a minute, though. When he did it with Kevin Hart. He and Snoop do like overnight recaps.
Yeah.
It's him and Kevin Hart. Bro, it was hands down some of the funniest stuff I've seen. Snoop is it. To go from having, you was going to go to jail for murder. You was in court for murder. And now you running the torch, right? You're carrying the torch for the Olympics. You got hashtag follow the dog, bro.
I got to put that in. I got to make sure I put that in.
Yeah. Put that in your phone there. Put the hashtag there. It's amazing, man. It's
follow the. You know how black people
follow the dog. He's proper now.
2 G's?
2 G's. Snoop
Right.
D-O-double-G.
Yeah, man, I gotta love it, dog. Gotta love it. Hey, that's a great old hell nah. Y'all quit booing. French people quit booing Joel Embiid.
Quit booing him.
He doing bad all by himself. He got benched, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's matchups. He's supposed to play in the next one.
He's coming off an injury. He's been hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt at the end of the NBA season. So
just feed Wembanyama. I mean, come on, stop it. Feed the boy. Hey, man, let him get something on him.
Wemby, did you see France play the other day? You didn't. Hey, dog. Wemby's a mother lover. I like that kid, dog. Boy.
Let him come up against some real heavy hitters that ain't afraid to body him. See, here's the thing. Wembanyama, you know what? He can do well now. You stick him in the 90s, we've never heard of this kid.
If it was a spliff, we all be high. It's not going to happen.
You're right.
Go back in time.
You got to play with what he is right now. Right, he is right now. I mean, 7'6", there ain't nobody messing with him. Like, nobody's going to challenge him. Nobody's going to body him because nobody does that anymore. Everybody shoots threes.
Facts.
Everybody shoots threes. So this new basketball, I can't be mad at him. It is what it is. He is what it is.
Nobody.
Whatever.
Hey, man, are we going straight to top 5? I mean, or are we going to do between the lines and talk?
I don't think we have enough time between the lines, man. Do we?
No. We can stretch out.
No. Let's do it.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Buzz. Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10, but not here at Big Game Sports Buzz. Here on BGSE Network, Big Game Sports Entertainment, with sports and entertainment collide. No. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Top 5 NFC quarterbacks this season. That's right, NFC quarterbacks. So we're going to give you about 3 seconds. Bring it, okay? Don't come in here with that crap now, okay? Don't be that person. And you must rank them. Don't just throw out 5 names. You got to rank them. Top 5. We ready?
Of course, man. You know.
You say, of course.
Yeah, I said, of course, because, hey, y'all, I'm just going to say this, and Jay Stock is going to say I'm lying. When we talked about this earlier in the week, he said we're going to be top 5 quarterbacks. And NFC. I don't know how my top 5 quarterbacks all ended up being out of the AFC. So I had to pivot a little bit and do my NFC list. And without further ado, number 5 fell off a little bit last year, but surprised people the year before. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. I think this is a make or break year for Hurts. I still think that he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFC somewhat. I'm gonna give it Jalen Hurts. Number 4. A guy that impressed me last year and was kind of like his redemption tour and played very well, Jared Goff, the Detroit Lions. Goff pretty much got written off in L.A., got sent away from Matthew Stafford, your favorite quarterback in the NFL, and he was kind of sent to Detroit to just die off and be forgotten about. And he has really rewritten his story, man, and played very well. So I got Jared Goff as number 4. Number 3, I still can't believe that this guy's had the success he's had, and I got to see it again. But right now, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has played very, very well, and I'm gonna be like, his luck is gonna run out, but then every time I say that, he ball again. Yeah. So numbers right now. Puts Brock Purdy at number 3. This one here, you might think is a little bit of a stretch, but sitting on the bench as long as he did in his career and to come out and play the way he did his first year as a starter and to send the Dallas Cowboys packing the way he did, I got to give it up for Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love right now is the second best quarterback in the NFC according to last year. And if he can carry that momentum over and play the way. And the man just got paid like he did this year after year after year. Deshaun Watson, thank you for getting every quarterback in the league broke off except for one. And number one quarterback in the NFC. Get ready for this, Jay, because a lot of people hate on this guy, and a lot of people do not give him his just due. But I'm going to say that I believe Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC, believe it or not. I mean, his numbers are amazing. We've often done it. If you do the blind numbers with him, they compared to Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and other people. But hey, Aaron, I had to say it, bro. I had to say it. That's just what I believe. Because if I would have said Baker Mayfield, y'all would be like, he's being a homer, right? But
come on, man.
I mean, he's not in my top 5, Jay. I wasn't gonna say it. I just had to do it to mess with you.
Go.
But
yeah,
right now, those are my top 5 NFC quarterbacks right now.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Listen, man, it's funny. It's funny to me because we're very different on this. Not in the names, because I think the names are the names. The QBs are the QBs. The other, 11 QBs, we know what they are. They are not top 5. That's just not what they are.
Right.
Okay. But for me, number 5 is Jordan Love. Number 5 is Jordan Love. And it's, look, he's had success. I need to see it sustain, but he can very quickly rise up this season from 5 to definitely a top 3, maybe even 2. But yeah, for me, he's a 5. Number 4 is Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Number 4 is Brock Purdy. And it has really to do with, if he doesn't have a weapon, any one of the weapons, and really Christian McCaffrey, if he doesn't have McCaffrey, Brock Purdy is nothing. Okay. So he has to have everybody there in order to elevate his team. But yeah, he's a 4. I don't know how we laugh. So number 3, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is number 3 to me. Yes, he's a regular season champ, but he's got to get over the hump of the playoffs. You only have 2 playoff wins. You've got to get better.
But Jay, he doesn't play defense. That's one reason I gave him a little bit of leeway on my list. Because, all right, he's got to win the playoffs. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand. Yes, 2 birds, 1 show is coming on. Absolutely. Listen, you've got to look at this guy, though, after that piece. You know what I'm saying? Where it's you don't score until the last 4th quarter. Prefer the fire the cannons.
Hey, man, it's coming. I'm looking for a co-host, Grant Heiser. I'm looking for a co-host, man.
Lord. Let's get back into
my bad. Please
my list. Grant Heiser, why do you do that when I am saying my list, man? Oh my gosh.
Big Game Sports Buzz.
Whatever. Number 2, Jared Goff. Jared Goff is number 2 for me. I think he's a great quarterback. I think everything that you said, everyone wrote him off when he went to Detroit and just balled out. He has a great receiver in Amon St. Brown, Jamar Gibbs, and his running back. The defense is playing well. You have a great coach that believes in him. So yeah, Jared Goff. And that 1 year, like, oh, it's a fluke. Then he did it again the next year. And I expect him to do great things this year as well. And then finally, my number 1 spot, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
You believe that?
I do. And I'm going to tell you why I say that.
Cowboys coming to get you, dog.
You know what? They know where I am. I still believe, even though Philly is a dumpster fire, Jalen Hurts is a quarterback that has figured out himself and has found out he can be comfortable with himself. And all of the negatives that, too short, too small, he can't throw, he has no accuracy, he can't understand the game is too fast for him. He's been able to progress. He's been able to get to the Super Bowl. He's been able to have success. And for me, inconsistent success. And for me, I put that there in the NFC. Now, look, to your point, the AFC has better quarterbacks overall than the NFC.
Well, yes.
They do. So this was a little bit tougher, I think, to actually rank them. Kyler Murray, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Kyler can use his legs, and he will definitely be good at doing that. But all the naysayers have made me a disbeliever in him. But when they gotta entice you in your contract to do film study and to get better as a quarterback, it makes me wonder and question it. I just don't.
They took it out.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. Here's the thing with Kyler Murray, though. Who's he going to throw to, number one, and who's going to be his tight end, number two? And then, to me, the league right now, how you protect your quarterback besides your line is your running back.
True.
And if you can't run the ball, if you can't run, you use rushing to protect your quarterback, and they can't do that. And so if your top rusher is your quarterback, that's a problem. That's a problem.
We'll see what the new coaching staff does. It's, I think this is the second year or whatever it is, but it's going to be interesting to see how they come out and do things.
Don't draft him for your fantasy. I
think he's a good backup. Do you know he's rated pretty high among fantasy quarterbacks? But I think it's because of the scrambling and running that he does.
It's the scrambling and running, which in those leagues he gets more points.
We got to talk
because
about
because he runs. We're gonna have a fantasy football show.
Yeah, the BGFL Fantasy Football League was coming and will be available to those that want to play. We're gonna do two types of fantasy this year, but we can talk about that. We'll do two types of fantasy. Did you do your number one? Yeah, you did do your number one.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was your number one, which
Jalen Hurts. Take this.
But yeah, BGSE or the BGFL, BGFFL, Big Game Fantasy.
Get it
Football
together,
League
bro.
It's coming. I mean, that's a lot of G's and F's and B's. Okay, shut it.
You made it.
You did. Unless you just want me to do BGSEFL, I don't like that. I like BGFFL.
Big Game Fantasy Football League.
There it is, man. Big Game Fantasy Football League. Okay, damn it. Is that better?
It is.
All right. Shoot. Hey, shout out to Tristan Wirfs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, highest paid offensive lineman ever, $140 million deal that he signed with the Buccaneers this morning.
Money.
Definitely needed that to protect the sixth best quarterback in the NFC and Baker Mayfield. Definitely needed that, man.
Dude, is he really 6?
Baker played what, 10?
11.
No, come on, bro. He's better than 11. He's better than Derek Carr. He's better than Kirk Cousins. Penix hasn't played. Yes, he is.
He is not.
All right, cool.
He is not.
All right, cool. He's definitely better than Jones up in New York. The Commanders have a rookie playing. Seattle's got. Did they sign Geno Smith back?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Geno's there.
Oh, give me a break. Baker.
Oh, he's better. No, Geno's better. Better.
No, he's not. Okay, man.
You would want Geno over Baker.
Who would?
Geno.
I wouldn't.
A lot of people.
And with the running game that the Buccaneers will have this year to complement, yeah, man.
Who's their running back?
Rashad White and the rookie Bucky.
Isn't he always hurt?
Who?
Rashad White.
No. That was Leonard Fat Daddy Fournette last year that we got rid of. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you something. This is why, you know what? This is why I'm not big on Rashard White, because you have to sign Big Fat Daddy to come in. You had to sign him. Why do you have to sign
Rashard White was a draft pick, and he's only going into the second. He's gonna be fine, bro.
Okay. He's an Alabama running back.
Who, Rashard White?
Yeah.
No, he played at Arizona State. Come on, man. Before you come in here and try to dismantle my team and don't know what the hell you talking about.
I'm asking questions. This is the
you
journalist
asking questions because you what you want to say. Didn't you play at Alabama? Yeah, you know Alabama running backs don't make it. That's what you want to say. That's what you want to say.
Yeah, because Arizona State running backs make it.
About as much as Clark Atlanta running backs make it. Shut the hell up.
You better. You know what? You're going to stop that. You are going to stop that. I mean, oh, boy. Ooh, when I see you, because you're swimming now, I think I could probably take your toe. I think I can at least take a toe or two.
Oh, shit. All right.
Maybe not all of you, but I can at least get a toe or two.
Hey,
maybe three.
Go ahead and wrap this up because we lost our brain in the last minute. Hey, man, to all the athletes in the Olympics, I know. Hey, I've been hashtagging y'all. I hope y'all see some of the stuff I posted on Twitter.
Except for the ribbon.
We do these top fives, man. I just did Big Game's top 5 defensive linemen for the 2024 season. It'll still be a little different than what Jay Stock's not going to do, but man, make sure you check that out on our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our YouTube channel. If you like this, if you laughed through something, may have missed it, man, y'all make sure y'all check us out on Spotify. It will be available in the AM. You can put it on while you're in the gym, while you're on your brisk walk, while you're in the car rolling. Put on BGSE Network on Spotify and tune into Big Game Sports Buzz. For my man, the Buff Nerd, Jay Stoggs.
Let's go.
I'm your boy, Big Game James. And until next time, peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news.